I'm going to be disenchanting all my wild cards, which I had previously just disenchanted only the ones that were like very bad and probably unplayable. And then now it's just come to a point to where, for one thing, I just, other than like when they were gonna put the top 100 wild players of that one season into the tournament, I never even played wild at all. And as every release goes along, of course, wild's more and more unbalanced and less fun at high ranks anyway, because they're not they're not trying to balance it out, and it'll be impossible when you have every card ever in the set. So I mean, I always only just play standard anyway, and the main reason I just didn't disenchant my wild cards before was in case like a wild tournament came up. But the wild support still, even though they've improved it, isn't very promising. Like, there's just like there's no like local tournaments you can find. You can find a lot of like little small tournaments for like standard formats and stuff, but yeah, like I always kept them just in case like someone like was gonna put on a wild tournament or something, and that could still happen, and that's why like there's like a small percentage of me like doesn't want to do it, and I'd rather not. I was gonna try and wait until the third wing of the Frozen Throne expansion, so because like it's way easier to like cheese the bosses when you have like every card available. But I guess I'll just do it the hard way and do it with standard decks. And yeah, I'm gonna see how much dust I can get. I've only it's just at the point to now where like, even though I've pre-ordered 2 expansions in a row with like 50 packs, that plus saving up gold each time and like just doing the daily quest each day would like get me about like a little over 100 packs for the new expansions, and that's not like enough to get all the cards. Like, off the new Frozen Throne expansion, I got like probably, after the legendaries I got and the ones I've already created, I got 1,000 dust left, and I still have like half the legendaries left. Some of them I don't want, but most like there's a bunch I do. I figured out there's basically like I need like 11,000 dust to craft all the cards I need, like I want, just for this new expansion. And there's still a couple old cards I have. Like, I still don't have a Malagos, which would be a good investment because that one's gonna rotate out and you'll get like full dust value out of it, like next year. And yeah, so yeah, it's just at the point to where you just buying and even spending $50 in expansion isn't enough to keep up without disenchanting your wild cards. So you can either just spend like about $50 in expansion or less. Like, we'll see how much dust I get. You could probably, like, my goal is to, after this, I'll hopefully have enough cards crafted after I have all the cards and I have all my dust. Hopefully there's going to be enough left over to our next expansion. I won't even have to pre-order it, and I'll just save the gold starting now and then craft all the cards with the current dust I get here, and then the next expansion. But I don't even know if that's enough. I don't know if that's enough dust. I might, we'll see. But that's another reason to disenchant now instead of later, because then I can find out, is there going to be enough dust? Am I going to have enough packs? Like, because you get like it's more worth your money to pre-order the packs if you have to buy any. But yeah, I'd rather even just not buy another pre-order. Just like at most buy a handful of packs if I can get away with that. So yeah, it's painful because so many of these cards are good and they're so fun. Like I want to use them again, but let's see. I mean, is there a way to just disenchant the whole set at once? I mean, the Hall of Fame ones too. we'll start with the fabled worst set or whatever, which is mostly just the set that pisses me off the most. There's no button to just disenchant the whole. Alright, so starting at 1,065 dust, so just over 1,000 dust basically. Take a while. Thunder Bluff, you were great. Totem Golem, we always hated you. This color, you suck. Tusker Totemic, we hated you too. I don't regret it. Oh, Dark Bane, I like you. Underrated. Both of you. Let's get, this is gonna take a while. Let's get some damn music going for this. What's some good disenchanting music? Oh, whatever. Then I'm gonna get copyright strikes, right? Because I actually want to put this video up. Maybe people will enjoy watching. People will enjoy watching me disenchant all these cards that I don't want to disenchant. Nexus Champion Sarad. I love this card. I'll talk about all these cards. Grand Crusader. So much potential. Justicar with those hour-long games. Is there a button so I don't have to click here and then there in place? chill ma. Captain Skycrag, I never used you once. North Sea Kraken. I mean, this is probably good too, because half of these cards, even though, like I said, I did get rid of the ones that sucked and the ones that would like probably never see any play ever. But there's some of these that were still like, I still never used really. Little to never, and probably won't get used again. So there's a lot of like basically dust just sitting around amongst the stuff that I did want to use and was good for a while. Challenger. Yeah, I'm already getting like pretty high dust just off of this one expansion. So I'm actually until this third week of the Frozen Throne, I'll just leave just the League of Explorers just so I can have Reno decks. And then, or maybe I'll just discard everyone except for Reno then. Warm Rest. I wish you were still in the game. I love you. Play some new expansion more. I don't want to do this right now. So maybe I'll just stop it. I mean, if I have most of the cards in every expansion, like and you're getting the price is getting reduced by, depending on whether they're common or not, but the commons you're going to get mostly anyway. They're reduced by like a 6, but legendaries are 4th. But like just for easy math, like so you basically need about a little more than 4 expansions for every other one if you just crafted cards straight up and didn't get any out of packs. Uh-oh, it's broken. Oh, can you not like... Wait a minute, did I just accidentally disenchant all my cards? No, I wouldn't have been able to do that quick. That would suck so bad. I was like, what did I just go through so fast that I just enchanted all of them? Old school goblins versus gnomes. approaching 11, a little over 11,000 is how much I need just for the cards in Frozen Throne. Like I said, I still need like Malaghost, a few other things. Mini bot, no. Maybe. I kind of messed up because I didn't do the Grand Tournament ones, but. Okay, well, I was. The original intent was just to do all these all at once, and then I wanted to post a video just to like basically how much dust you get out of it, disenchanting all your wild cards. But I might just, since it was taking so long, I might just keep some of the best ones so that the bosses aren't so hard for the final wing. Which I kind of messed up, but oh well. I got nerfed anyway. I just enchanted the best shaman cards already, basically. I mean, the bosses should be beatable with, like, in case you just change your wild cards, but they might make it so, like, that's not the case, so you'll be, like, enticed to do so. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna disenchant everything, and then I'll say like, hey, I beat all the bosses with just standard decks, except for today. I beat one of the wings with like some wild cards, but I didn't need them. Yeah, what's up, Kevin? I'm disenchanting all my wilds. So I could. So already I have enough dust to craft all the cards I want now in the Frozen Throne that I already haven't. But there's still other classics, like I need Malaghost and a few other cards. I need a lot of the rogue legendaries. So I want to make it so that I could actually play. Oh man, Mal'Ganis, that was painful. Oh, this is painful to do. I'm just gonna, if I don't do it all now, I'm just gonna not do it later because then you're like, no, I don't want to disenchant those. I'll just keep one single card. I'll keep Reno Jackson, just him, for that third wing, just because he's so. That's just such a powerful effect that, especially if you mix like some of the new. He's probably ridiculous, like the Reno Warlock decks and. Well, again, I guess I don't have some of the other cards, but even with just Reno added to with the new like Kazakus Highlander decks for like Priest and Warlock, like those are probably ridiculous. But I guess that's only two classes, right? It'll just be like Priest and Warlock. But best I get. Is taking a long time though. Hobgoblin. I wish there was a way to just disenchant the entire set at once, but as far as I know, there isn't. Like I've tried, like right clicking. I tried clicking over here, like on the set. So at the start of this, I had only like 1,065 dust, and my goal is to not pre-order the next expansion. I was actually gonna skip this one, and like I was just basically gonna the pattern I wanted to do was just to like pre-order every other expansion. And I had done Angoro, so I wasn't going to do this one, but then I just wanted to support like the Frozen Throne being a thing, because that was my favorite. Like, the Warcraft 3 stuff is like way better than the WoW stuff in my opinion, and that like the Lich King, or the Arthas is my favorite character in the whole Warcraft lore, and so I wouldn't want to just support like an expansion that revolved around like my favorite part of Warcraft. And so next one I'll skip the next one. I mean, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna pre-order any packs if I can. Oh, Dr. Boom! Oh, I should have kept that. I meant to keep Dr. Boom. Because he's a legend, and he's based off of an awesome comic book character. Shield mini-bot. Man, the bosses are going to be insanely hard to beat with just standard decks. I hated you either, Drake. I always hated you. Sylvanas, you're amazing. Wait a minute. I messed up on Dr. Boom, but I do want to keep these two because they're so abusable. And then I'll just keep those two and Reno. Just because, like, just for the adventure modes, like, that's a little bit of extra dust that I can not power. And if I'm ever desperate for dust, then I'll disenchant those. Do you have any wild cards left? Or any ones that you're saving just for the hell of it? Oh, Lotheb actually is the same way. Like, I don't like Lotheb, but that could be really good against the boss. I mean, a lot of these are, so I mean, but you can prevent like a pattern from coming up. Same with Kelly Kelsey's odds ridiculous too. like, am I gonna disenchant Kel'Thuzad? There was like one of the hardest bosses ever I beat specifically because of Kel'Thuzad, where you like, I did like an Astral Communion Druid to beat like one of the really hard ones. Aspirate, you're gone. Lothad, you're staying for now. Watch, I'll accidentally disenchant him when I'm doing all these. At least these adventure expansions, these ones are getting purged through fast. Oh, I see, I almost did it. Black Rock Mountain. All these dragons, it hurts me to destroy all these dragons. Chromagus. Oh, Emperor. He's going to be the one lone Black Rock Mountain card that's not getting touched. Until after, a few weeks from now. So basically just like the handful of legends I'm saving would make it so it's extra of a little over 1,000, which is what I had. So I'll just say like this is about how much test you'll get if you disenchant all your wilds at once. I mean, you should get a little more than this because I did disenchant some already. So like I'm doing most of all the sets right now, but some of them aren't. You were fine. Mounted Raptor, you never did perform how you were supposed to. Jungle Mookin, piece of garbage. Anything. Excellent, evil, underrated, entombed. Oh, Priest is so good. I don't need one of their really good cards to get me through the adventure modes. And I'll try. always. Oh wait, Bran is staying too. Okay, that's it. Just a few OP cards. I meant to keep Dr. Boom for now, and then these guys are getting dusted in a few weeks. So basically, if you disenchant all of your sets, if you never disenchanted your wild cards before from all the release sets to now, you'll get over 24,000 dust. Again, there's some already disenchanted. It's probably be closer to like 27,000 dust, maybe 28,000. Oh, and then I mean these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's another 1,600 dust. So yeah, I mean it'd be real close to 30,000 dust. For if you had a full every single card and you just disenchanted all at once, which is so. Yep. It feels bad, and it also feels a little relieving because now I'm not going to be constantly wondering like, oh man, maybe I should just disenchant those. Like, should I save them? It's too late now. I can't go back. So there's no like, man, maybe I should save them for if there's a wild tournament, or if they take a card back out of wild. So if they just take if they take cards out of wild and put them back into standard, which I do think they should do at some point, just like a few. It'll only be a few, so that won't be like a big deal recrafting those. Like, hopefully when they do, if they do that, they should make them craftable at only like 400. They shouldn't cost full value. Or they should just give them for free. That's what they should do, and because that would help like newer players too. Like, they should just be, at the very least, it should be 400, but free would be better since it's a card that. Yeah, 400 would be fair though.